Jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not a pool. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news. They got an ad on TV. Popping out on.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. This is Mat Football on EA Sports.
Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass. Complete to number 87. A gain of 5. First down, Cowboys.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Wood. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Second and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. Terrell Basham up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wood. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Terrell Basham. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. He'll look to throw. Fighting his safety, but to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. 6-0 our score after one. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Williams. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Harris. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Davante Adams, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point attempt to follow here. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
56, the mark, boys. 56.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
2nd and 9 now. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Joey Bosa so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
2nd and 15. He finds his man, complete. That's Wood. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Wood. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And this one is right down the middle. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And out now come the Cowboys. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On the give, this is Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studio. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
He finds his man, complete. It's Wood. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. They'll throw now on the final play. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Washington